Last time on GameGrumps.
Edgeworth!
Edgy poo? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I humbly request another 30 minutes of your honor's time.
Oh my god! My wife made spaghetti!
For what purpose? We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? Yes, or the next murder is free.
Hey, I'm Grumps, I'm not so Grump, and we're the GameGrumps.
Leave him, Mom. Hi.
Hello, and welcome back to Phoenix.
It's just not true, brother. If that goes in the episode, I'm just making shit up.
Yeah.
My dad's a very sweet man.
He is. He's in pretty good shape. Trust me, I've been keeping close tabs on your dad.
Keeping close tabs on the shape of his lips and how puffy they are.
All right, we're back. Okay, here we go. Let's go. All right. That person wouldn't be my client for very long.
Oh god. Hold on.
What happened, Aaron?
Nothing.
What happened?
I'm just getting caught up. You know? Yeah. All right. So whoops. Right.
They would certainly... That's enough. Please, no more. Shut that man thing up. Very well. It was only a hypothetical anyway. You alright?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And that is the reason I'm here today on this witness stand.
Oh, that's the... Yeah.
Excuse me! That seems a little strange to me!
I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I don't think that this would be very bad for them.
God, what did you eat?
A burrito?
It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed role. Their role? Yes, they didn't stay in their lane. They're not unbothered, moisturized. This person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves.
No cap.
And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven. You...
Whoops.
Oh,
I thought he was done talking.
to the gentleman who spoke just now, excuse me, but would you care to die? No, I didn't say anything.
That's a threat. It's illegal.
Yeah, you just threatened a judge.
The judge had better watch himself.
It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client. Oh, right, that's right.
Let's talk about this a little bit more.
Okay.
The trust between you and your client.
I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. These are the roles and duties an assassin and his client has to carry out.
I'm sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. On this paper here. You said that your client had already broken the rules.
A person who frames another is the worst kind of human.
And that's why you feel you can betray this person?
I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role.
Just my luck, an assassin with a conscience.
I was gonna say, I think a murderer is probably the worst kind of person.
Who would have figured?
Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic?
This case just keeps getting better and better.
If you can't, then I'm afraid we can proceed.
Everyone understands your point, I think, really.
In that case, I believe I am prepared to disclose the information you seek. You have made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready. Excellent. And that is the reason I'm here today on this witness stand.
Okay, so...
Spill it! Now then, I do...
Whoops, my bad.
Oh, Aaron, stop hitting buttons, man.
Sorry, I fucking...
Patience, try to calm
That's
down
how
a
you play
little.
the game. He seems very steadfast and clumsy. I'm not his therapist. Okay. Yes. So tell us, you fuck!
He grabs the transmitter, he's like shaking it. Tell us what you know! What is it?
Put me down.
Whoa!
Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name.
If you can't ask it, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness. Am I gay?
Yes.
Trick question. Hell yeah. What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida? That person's name is...
Oh, fuck.
Gah! Adrian and what?
Oh.
Whoa! Witness. What? That's not what you told me it was earlier.
You lied to me, you murderer!
God, I can't believe a murderer would lie. Pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews. Holy shit! What?
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm incredibly confused.
This is a hell of a twist. This can't be. On the phone earlier.
What's going on here?
My guess is that Mr. DeKiller just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back.
The fact that Engarde was the client of the murder was like the one thing everyone agreed on.
Yeah. Stabbed Edgeworth in the back.
I'm sure in order to get an audience with this court, Mr. DeKiller told him a different name. Mad Engarde, perhaps?
I knew it. I mean, I didn't, but...
This is outrageous. I was deceived.
No one deceives Edgeworth.
This witness is telling a very serious lie. Also, didn't he just say the worst kind of person is someone who frames someone else for a murder?
Yeah.
But you were the one who summoned this witness. Gurk. You Shelley DeKiller. You're one big weenie.
That's me.
My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is Matt Engarde. Am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal.
Wow! Just wow! All of a sudden it feels like we can actually win this.
Yeah.
The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided this suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there's a possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard it from the assassin himself, the name of his client. Mr. DeKiller's client who requested the murder was not the defendant at all. No. With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Matt Engarde is innocent. Wow. I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please continue your discussion and call me when you have reached a verdict. Didn't Matt Engarde himself tell us he was the killer?
Yes.
Or, behind it?
Well, so did Adrian, didn't she?
Bro, my brain is melting. Bailiff, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately.
What now? With the way this is going, Engarde will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya.
And on top of everything, have you gotten a load of these? It's that look towards the camera.
yeah, but Edgeworth is right. DeKiller is lying. And Engarde, my client, I know he's guilty. I mean, I guess. Can I live with myself if I win this?
Who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant? It's hilarious, as it is very destructive to the rule of law. Your Honor, this prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Shelley DeKiller is certainly lying under oath.
It wasn't me! Listen, everyone, please, that testimony just now, it was all one big fucking lie!
Jeez, I don't know what to think.
Miss Andrews.
The suicide note may have been a fake.
A hilarious and cool fake.
It was so funny! But that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death, it was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. That testimony just now, you have to believe me. It was a horrible, horrible lie.
Matt's twisted world, he's like the juggler.
You can't understand his twisted mind.
He dips his French fries in iced creme. But Mr. DeKiller himself has testified. He has named you as his client. Yeah, and maybe he fucking lied, man. He's like a famous contract killer. He's named you as his client.
No, that's not true. I mean,
Yeah, it is. Also, there's quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife and butt. Button. Donning the nickel samurai costume.
but that's
You even have a motive.
what is that?
We know that Miss Celeste Impacts was a large part of your life. Remember this? Do you love looking at a picture of this? For the 1000th time?
My favorite picture.
You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead.
No! Mr. Right. You're
Yeah?
Mr. Wrong today. You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them.
Oh shit.
Please help me.
No. Yes, I know the truth.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe we've reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or opinions.
Fuck. I have to decide.
I can't, Your Honor. I've turned off comments.
Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do? Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
Daddy doesn't know what the...
Are you still trying to delay? Is there any benefit to that?
What? Yeah, well, yeah, Maya... I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know anymore either.
I honestly, this case is a little confusing to me. Phoenix! I can't do it, Mia. I can't accept a not guilty. You are a lawyer! I know.
You must uphold the year.
Yeah. You are a surgeon! But Matt Engarde is a killer. A murderer! I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall.
I can't even.
If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I'm no better than Engarde. I guess. And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact that it is because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten Engarde convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. Maybe he is a bad lawyer.
With those big, beautiful balls of his.
If I take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust. His trust? I never thought about it until now. I trust him?
That's the first foundation of a loving relationship.
Yeah, I love him? What? What? It's like, what's back and forth?
That's crazy.
Huh? Whoa.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you do.
Mr. Wright, your opinion, please.
Orange is my least favorite color.
I'm consulting my ghost friend.
The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. DeKiller.
Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright? Right. But, that witness has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job here is done.
I'm not done yet. I'm here to prove myself wrong. To see through witnesses' lies and find the truth. That is my job, Your Honor. Fucking stupid.
Wow, how lame.
Yeah.
What are you, some kind of dork?
You're not gonna get paid. There's still more evidence to look at, and I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur.
It's a miracle.
Miracle.
Very well. The trial will continue for 10,000 more hours. That's when you become an expert on something, apparently. Mr. Edgeworth, please reestablish connection with Mr. DeKiller.
According to the pseudoscience of Malcolm Gladwell.
He's very
10,000
engaging.
hours.
I love his hair.
I love his hair.
Yes, right away, Your Honor.
Hey, welcome back.
Has a verdict been reached? Before that, we would like to talk with you a little bit more.
Oh.
About?
What I ate?
Sports.
Whether Olive Garden went downhill, it did.
Do you like the Mets? All you needed from me was the name of my client. Who else could you need me for? Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done.
What is he talking about, usually done? What a freak. What a sexy freak.
But what shall we have him testify about now? And when will I have dinner? Mr. DeKiller, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail. You legal people and your procedures. Is it any wonder no one likes to go to court?
Well,
I mean, you could just hang up whenever you want.
yeah. About my client. Part 2.
My summer vacation. As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime.
What?
What? My client did it to frame another for the court. Wait, so we've seen this picture multiple times, some with the knife in him and some others without.
That's so true. You're so right.
Yeah, with her having that shocked expression, and it's really throwing me off.
Yeah.
While pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene, Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Corrida was dead. Set on winning that award. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and button. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
This is a most unexpected turn of events for the, 5th time now? However, this time everything has finally been revealed. This trial plays like a Shakespeare play, where, like, crazy shit's happening, and then every now and then, like, one of the characters, like, turns to the audience and is like, can you believe this shit? Just a second, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? We still have the cross-examination to do. But you don't need to question testimony like this. Do you, Mr. Wright?
You do. Your Honor, you do. The defense will question the witness, as if I have a choice here.
Huh? Why? What this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case. If you scrutinize the testimony, then
I'll expose the lies in that oh-so-beneficial testimony, I suppose.
I don't understand what's going on anymore.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry and confused.
That makes two of us. Where's the bear? I want the bear!
Let's go to Olive Garden.
No! It's gone downhill!
As I have already stated,
I already knew from the beginning that Juan Corrida was dead. And she brought the wine glass in for the juice. She wanted to give him juice. She just poured herself some juice. Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. DeKiller.
What is the meaning of that attitude?
When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea that Juan Corrida had been murdered.
But how? How do you know that?
Because she poured a little juice from this wine glass, Your Honor.
The glass? The one we've talked about 47 times,
It
and
doesn't
now
have a
the
knife in
knife's
him
gone
anymore.
again?
Mr. DeKiller's supposed client thought Mr. Corrida had only fainted.
I guess it's like when they're coming to her defense, the knife isn't there,
Oh,
and
yeah.
when, like, they're trying to accuse her, the knife is... I don't know. Maybe...
Which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim. Yeah, maybe it's like from her perspective, where it's like, oh, he's just sleeping. It's like she didn't notice the knife.
I mean, it'd still be there if it was a
Yeah.
picture. But isn't that just a part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan?
No. That is not possible, Your Honor. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they would never would have left their fingerprints behind,
Oh.
you stupid bastard.
I see your point. You steam a good ham. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought just now.
I totally thought the same thing. Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. I didn't feel like it.
I wish I could prove it to you, but...
Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon? Phenomenon. Isn't it a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail? It's not a very important point anyway, correct? I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client, as you claim, then your client should have had knowledge of Mr. Corrida's death. If not, then that can only mean Adrian Andrews was never your client at all.
Oh, fuck!
God damn, dude!
Jesus!
How strange. Yes? Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation?
Phoenix, if the killer figures out what we're up to, we're in real trouble. Yeah, I know. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence.
Sorry. My bee. Well, that was an awfully weak objection for the two of you. Anyway, I'm positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken. Very well.
Right now I have to buy us more time, and I've only got $3.50. While we wait for the items the killer left behind to get here, I just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with these items. Shoelace.
Request taking.
Paperclip.
This request came to me, about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony. Mm-hmm. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory and I believe I have made no mistakes.
Okay! That's
so you physically met your client, huh? Did it look like a blonde woman or a young man?
Oh, fuck, I can't remember.
That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion, so you can sell them out as a murderer later. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you steam a good ham.
This request...
Whoops.
Met at a bar.
Where? So you physically met Adrian... So you physically met Adrian Andrews, right?
Of course I did.
What was that? What was with the brief pause? Obviously I pressed it more.
Yeah, I would guess press further.
Witness! I would like for you to give us a few more details.
I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I've never taken a request by telephone or mail. And why is that? That's because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye. Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance?
It
was very important.
No.
It was not important.
Why he meets his clients is not important, and that wasn't the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions.
What do you mean by that?
My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person?
I have already told you, Mr. Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him,
Oh.
face to face, that I began to trust him. That's when I thought I could trust this person as a client. Oh, you fucked up, radio transmitter! It is true what they say about talking face to face. Well, anyway, let's continue this testimony from a radio.
Yeah, it was very important.
Yes.
If I heard what I think I heard just now, then I think I've got him. Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now was of the utmost importance.
Huh? Really? If that's the case, witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony. Very well. From the moment I saw him, I thought of blah, 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 blah.
Well. Whoops, my bad.
No, not that one.
Shit.
The him.
I know, I pressed the wrong button.
Okay.
Like an idiot.
Okay.
Profiles. Adrian Andrews. What do you think of this shit? I would like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time?
Yes, that is correct.
And that's when you thought he was trustworthy.
How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct.
I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale.
What?
Shelley to killer. You have never met the real Adrian Andrews!
Why would you say that?
Because you made one very big slip-up. About her.
So what is the issue? What did you say just now? About her? Oh, does he not know Adrian Andrews is a lady?
Woman, yeah.
Oh.
If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she is a woman.
Oh!
Just like God.
Wow. Boy, I love when the radio explodes. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
This witness testified to the following. That he always meets face to face with his clients when taking their request, that he's got a 6-incher at least.
But he's never met Adrian Andrews in person. Yes, Your Honor. That is exactly the point. That means Mr. DeKiller's client could not have been Miss Adrian Andrews.
Sweating oil?
Yeah. Ew. Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake? Is he a basic bitch?
I believe that is correct, Your Honor.
I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor. Her name? Yes, Adrian Andrews is without a doubt a very androgynous name. Yes, I see. Unluckily for Mr. Tequila, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender.
Peace.
And so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with. What? What is going on? He just told you.
Yeah.
He could not have made it any clearer.
Explain it like I'm 5.
Explain to him as you would a child. This court demands an explanation. I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another. So does that mean you remember something different now? Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more. Adrian Andrews with her beautiful short black hair.
I know he's just gonna spit out more lies.
Very well, but this time, please give us the truth and nothing but the truth. Wow, what a forgiving judge.
Yeah. We know you're reliable, Mr. Murderer.
Yeah.
Professional murderer.
Who just lied to us seconds ago. Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail. Yeah, that's the ticket. There have been times when I took a job without having met my client. The request was for the murder of Juan Carita and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man.
Wow. That sounds like systemic misogyny to me.
So you took this job through a letter?
He didn't mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony, which means he is definitely lying.
Be careful, Phoenix! If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us.
It's pronounced assassin. I know, I can't make him suspicious, but I think we're okay. Like, we can do this.
You better, or else you're gonna have to say goodbye to these.
God damn it, put those away! As long as he's standing there across from me,
Sorry, I've been watching Arrested Development lately.
no matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it.
Now then, let's begin the cross-examination.
Oscar, do.
Okay.
All right. I didn't like the one where he was talking about, like, this one. 2 or 3 of the small things. And what are those other things?
Yes.
And what were those other things?
A few other things that have nothing to do with this case.
What should I do? Should I let him slide with that? It'll be really bad if I push his buttons the wrong way and he got mud. Yeah, I'm gonna press further. Whether or not they're related to this case is for the court to decide. You fuck.
Mr. Attorney,
Yeah?
everything I've said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client, which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination.
Duh!
Could it be that you are planning to betray your own client?
That's...
I smell the stench of a backstabber. Not a honorable front stabber like me. And should you turn out to be one,
Wait! Uh-oh, this is looking really bad. I shouldn't press my luck. All right, I have to think, is this worth pursuing?
Jeez.
Yes, it is. Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what those other jobs your client requested were.
If it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. Of course you do. You can hang up at any time. The bear figurine.
The bear figurine.
After the assassination of the target, I was to find that figurine.
And I was to cuddle it.
I
I
was-
was to give it snuggles and kisses.
I was told that this... Oh, wait, I'm doing Edgeworth's voice. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing.
And where was that figurine?
It was inside Mr. Carita. Suitcase!
And then, what did you do next?
I handed it over to my client right away.
And what were you wearing?
I was in chiffon.
You gave it to your client. Interesting.
This information certainly sounds important to me. Witness, please include what you just stated in your testimony. As you wish.
One of these was to find the bear figurine and give it to Adrian Andrews.
Sorry, just singing a song.
Losing minds.
I had the note in it.
Oh.
Shelley the killer. If you really had given the bear to Miss Andrews, then this item should not have been inside it.
This item? I see where you're going.
Yup, that's where I'm going.
Where is everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase?
Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony. When she said, sticking out my gat for the Rizzler, you're so skibbity, you're so phantom tax, what do you think she meant by that?
I don't know. No one can tell me.
And I was gonna burn it for her sake. If even for a single minute, this bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands, I'm sure she would have taken this suicide note out and burned it! That's a very specific memory!
Order! So that's where you two were going? So by the very fact that the suicide note was still inside the bear, it tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle. Which means? It means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client. Oh!
Put me back together, please.
Order! Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm sure I mentioned this before.
But your eyes, they're beautiful.
I'm going to kill you. How I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me.
And what's that, you freak?
You must wish to break your end of our agreement.
No, that's not...
That's enough. If that is your intention, then there is only one thing for me to do.
Wait, please. Isn't... The agreement was to get a not guilty verdict?
Yeah, to acquit Engarde or, he'd kill Maya.
It was to acquit Engarde.
I believe so. Okay. Yes. That's why To Kill is so pissed that, like, even when Adrian Andrews was pointed out to be the murderer and the judge was about to bang his gavel, Phoenix kept pushing.
Right.
You know. Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to. A matter.
No, please, not that. Please wait.
Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end, and I may stay my hand. Otherwise...
I'm gonna jerk it.
It's Gnoir. What in the... Mr. Wright? You...
I just have a song in my heart.
Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor.
He just got a song in his heart.
I didn't understand this witness's outburst just now. Do you think there is a need to hear more testimony, or is this enough? Well, we should.
Edgeworth, we can't do this. Mamma mia. If we keep this up, Maya, she'll... Here we go again.
The prosecution, What has come over everyone? Even you are... The prosecution rests. What is going on around here? The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor. What? Man, a lot of courtroom chatter today.
Yeah. Everybody shut up!
Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is a most unusual situation. If the prosecution rests with no further questions, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that is the case, then even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. DeKiller's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelley DeKiller's client is... Adrian Andrews. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
If I end the trial here, right now, then your client, Matt Engarde, would be declared innocent. And in his place, Adrian Andrews would be charged with murder.
Ms. Andrews would be charged with murder!
My girlfriend! And Andrews is his girlfriend. The prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defense's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Matt Engarde, to the stand.
The items from the killer's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out.
I can't believe it.
The outcome now lies in your hands. Look at those dirty fucking hands. Those dirty goddamn hands.
Dude, did the old guy finally decide? To be honest, I can't think of you as a truly innocent and good person. You have done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But, at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent.
Cool.
I'm the best. Ha! You're gonna show your evil side to the judge? So, I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out. Mr. Engarde? I'm not the same man when I've got this large brandy glass. It's not a decanter like Dan said last episode because he's not that well versed in this world. What an atrocious lawyer I have, giving up on his own client like this.
Giving his own client
Giving his own client up like this.
But he's not.
And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap, it's just as atrocious, don't you agree? Wow, you've been here the whole time?
What the fuck?
Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer? Oh man, he's cocky.
What the fuck is happening?
He's just taunting him, because he knows he's gonna get off scot-free.
Should I side with justice, or should I save Maya's life?
You better get Engarde a guilty sentence, okay? I can starve to death, no problem.
But if I did that, Maya will die.
It's cool.
I don't give a fuck. Mia died and she's hanging right near with you.
Bigger part than ever.
But-
Pearl's alive and well. We haven't seen her for like 3 episodes.
But if I say he's innocent, then Miss Andrews will be charged as the murderer. Do I say he's guilty or not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is gonna end.
That's pretty brutal.
It all hinges on what I choose.
Now then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. If the person who hired the assassin was Adrian Andrews, then your client, Mr. Matt Engarde, is innocent. There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer is going to say what I want. Aren't you? Right.
No, wrong! I can't do this, but I have to decide something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. I have to listen to the rhythm of the street. My client, Matt Engarde, is...
I mean, it's gotta be guilty, right? You gotta do the right thing.
Say he's guilty?
Yeah, he's a murderer.
But Maya will die.
Yeah. But she just came to you in a spirit vision and she was like, it's cool.
Don't worry about it. I'm sassy as fuck.
Oh, damn. The side of justice.
Don't say fucking guilty.
We are waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. Matt Engarde, your client, deserves an answer.
I'm gonna say it. Maya, I'm so sorry. Matt Engarde is...
Franziska, yeah! Hell yeah!
Franziska von Karma!
Everyone suddenly like attempts to look good, really feel like, button up.
How's it going?
You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix Light? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off that scruffy fool. Did you bring them? The final pieces? Do you have them? You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeverse. Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here in perfect condition.
Did I show up on time? Is everything cool?
Yeah.
No, he's off. He got off.
Well then. Don't worry about Scruffy. He's fine. And his injuries are minor. I beat the shit out of him. All of the items are inside this. What a filthy old coat this is.
Okay, fuck you.
That's gumshoes.
That's gumshoes. I could spot his tattered rags anywhere.
I apologize for its ugliness, but there was nothing else to wrap the items in. We buried the rest of him.
I fought long and hard this whole trial. All for what is inside that raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside that coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Oh my god, it's Maya's head.
Sounds like they're playing the Kid Icarus music from NES.
Oh yeah. Your Honor, inside that filthy coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence.
Your final evidence?
Yeah, take a look at this shit. I thought Miss Karma was at the stand.
Nope. Oh, yeah. This trial is already over. All that remains is for me to hand down my verdict. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial.
What? Hold on a sec. Wait, hold on.
Dude. Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence down to the last. I request that Miss Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence. I suppose you're right, Mr. Edgeworth. We should decide who is guilty or not guilty of murder based on evidence. I grant permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, then they will not be accepted by this court, and I'm going to be very cross, and my pants are tight.
I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream at the top of my lungs.
Now, Miss Von Karma, if you please. These pieces of evidence are items left by the killer during his escape from the police. He must have been in quite a rush. Yes, Your Honor. The killer left 3 pieces of evidence.
1, toothbrush. 2, Stone Temple Pilot City. Somewhere among the evidence we're about to see, there will be something that will turn his whole situation around.
Is it core or purple? No, it's Shangri-La-Di-Da. I like that one.
Like a miracle. I'm sure of it.
That is all we can hope for.
The first item is a pistol.
Pretty cool, don't you think? Does the killer's pistol have anything to do with this case?
I don't know, actually.
Yes?
Good stuff, Aaron. Really fun watching you rack your brain.
Question for more details. Does that pistol have any relation to this case?
We have yet to perform a ballistics test, so I can't say anything for certain.
Yo, that's ballistic, dude.
However, I believe it has something to do with this case, at least with me.
What?
That's the pistol that he used to shoot you, isn't it? Oh! That's what I believe, yes. I've made a full recovery.
Oh.
I'm like bionic or some shit. I kept the bullet they removed from my shoulder as a sort of memento.
Pretty cool. God, you're so fucking cool.
I'm sure it will be an excellent sample for the test.
So that's the pistol that was used to shoot Franziska. It's probably not going to help us very much.
The second piece of evidence is this videotape.
I bet the killer took that from Engarde Mansion. I should probably question for more details.
Okay.
Have you checked the contents of that tape?
Unfortunately, there was no time to.
Unfortunately, nobody has a fucking VHS player anymore. Oh yeah.
But I would speculate that this tape is very important. Why would you say that?
I don't know.
Because he came... Because he came back to his hideout for it.
He was like, where the fuck is that tape? That tape is everything. Where the fuck is that tape? So I took
I'll
it.
dismiss it.
The killer went back for it.
That's right. It looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of his officers at the site. But somehow, it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Shelley the killer is no ordinary man. This is the last piece of evidence. Oh, the last piece of evidence is this bellboy's uniform. Remember, this toll took place at a hotel 5,000 years ago.
Yeah. At least that's what it feels like. Was that used during the crime?
I'm almost certain it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets.
There's no doubt about it. The killer was wearing this on the night of the murder. Gosh dang it. Gosh heck it.
There's one thing I found interesting about this uniform.
And what is that?
There's a button missing on this uniform.
Ooh.
Dang.
It's a big G, dog.
A button. It is a very unique button. I'm sure if we were to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue. You've got it, dog.
I'm sure if we were to...
I know. Going back and forth between Franziska and Edgeworth is very tough for me.
I have a button?
Yeah, you do.
Oh my god.
It's covered in blood.
Oh.
That is all I have to present, Your Honor. It's just as I thought.
And what is that, Your Honor?
I'm sure were we under normal circumstances, these items from Shelley the Killer's hideout would be very important clues. Don't you do this, Judge. However, our question is not who did the killing. It is who is the client. Yes, that is correct.
That is correct.
And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Miss Von Karma. You may step down now.
Wait, Your Honor!
Stop!
I need eggs! Get me eggs! Please allow me to examine this new evidence.
Gets this man some eggs. Overruled. He
Aw.
can do that?
Yeah.
This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand down a verdict. Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he?
No, he's a fucking idiot. Is this the end? Phoenix! God damn it! Mia, what? Just tell me what you're thinking! Stop talking in fucking riddles! I knew it. There was no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there?
I think you're wrong. I think they do exist.
You're telling this to a ghost!
Yeah.
But you have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far. You can't give up now. It was like 6 inches. That's pretty far for you.
But, no matter how you think about it, it's...
Try for my sake. I'm very thirsty. Being dead means you can't drink any of it anymore. Just think about it for a second. There are 2 ways out of this situation for us.
2?
The first, you just go ahead and shoot yourself in the fucking head.
Like a boo?
Make Engarde wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict.
Huh?
The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If Engarde himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go.
That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible.
The second way, the more possible way. Force the killer to end his contract with Engarde. If the killer were to no longer think of Engarde as his client, then he would let Maya go.
Mia, that's even more impossible.
Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud.
The third possibility, redirect an asteroid with your bare hands so it hits the Earth at exactly where the killer's standing.
Oh, that's so smart. Thank you, Mia.
I could do that.
He is a man who values his duty towards his client above all else.
I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first, but if you could make either one happen, it would truly be a miracle.
The bigger problem is, the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces he was just shown, he's not accepting them.
Phoenix,
What?
think things through from the other side. Just like me. Isn't that what has always worked for us?
Nice.
I guess we'll find out next time on GameGrumps.
Oh, my lord! What a tangled web.
Yeah. Pretty fucking tangled, if you ask me.
All right. We'll
Nice.
see you later, everybody.
I think this is the next one's the last one.
Oh, baby, I'm ready. I'm ready to know. Goodbye.
Bye.